Waiting
Fire
for
fire you.
those
Oh.
correct tunes. I actually don't know.
These look like fish.
Anyway,
What looks like fish?
Like, it looks like they have mouths.
alright. This is only gonna take a little bit, guys. I'll probably keep jabbering on if you guys want to play a game, but
Wait, what?
we gotta get into this. Oh, it is time. It's almost time for Dex Daily Disorder, and this will be daily most of the time.
Yay!
I'll probably have a reason for not, like, I died,
Something
but
to do. Did you spawn it or did it naturally?
Take a while.
alright.
It naturally spawned.
Alright, you ready, Sloth?
Yeah.
Topic today is our good old friend the Sloth on
Furry.
this channel. No. What? You can talk about furries if you want, but my
I
prime
don't.
target is not gonna be
A
furry.
furry.
Alright.
Hey, the guy we're talking about. The furry.
No, we're not. That's part of the disclaimer. We're not talking about anybody in specific. You have to change everything.
Yeah.
Fuck off!
That's part of the
faggot.
disclaimer. This freaking disclaimer's right here. But whatever. Alright, we'll get back into that.
Disclaimer.
So, you ready though?
I
Because I'm ready.
got another karate turtle. Yeah.
Alright. Let me get rid of this because we are starting out.
Stop jumping
Alright.
for him. Makes him go up.
So, basically,
Stay on ground level.
this new section of the channel has been long in the making, ever since I first started
No, it's not.
YouTube. Yeah, no. Let me give some history here to clarify. You might have thought that the other day when you were talking about DAC Talks, that was the first time I've tried something like this. I tried
Talks.
this way back on the PlayStation about like 2 years ago.
Oh, then that's why it didn't work.
It worked for a little bit. I got some people who watch it. But now I got everything in the bag. So don't worry about it. So basically, this part of my overall stream is when
Would this go into the IRL part of
What?
Twitch?
it's the creative studio. Yeah. Anyway. So this part of the stream is when myself and those who are present with me talk about little gripes and issues in the world. What the fuck? That could be looked at differently or not even given two shits about. Some might wonder why this is even happening. The answer is simple. I was told by some people.
We get bored.
What? What are you Stop interrupting me, boy. It's all part of it. Alright, so somebody
Why
told me that
not?
venting prevents you from killing yourself. So let's try it.
Is that a proven point?
No, but I'm just trying it out because you know what?
People don't
I
vent,
got a
they
lot of
keep it
gripes.
bottled up.
I keep it bottled up because I don't think it needs to be talked about. But I'm thinking over here, just like somebody told me, somebody very close
Sloth
to me.
talks.
What? Just let me talk, boy. Alright. Somebody very close to me said, and yes, there's a disclaimer coming up, but I do want to shout out this guy for good terms. Wolf told me at one point in my life, if I were to say things that are going on in my life in front of a bunch of people, they would laugh out loud, which is what most comedians do. So I took that as a compliment and as pretty depressing, but still, it's true. So this could be a kickoff point. So let's get into the disclaimer, and
Yay.
let's get it right up here on the stream for y'all to see. So basically, 95% of this is memes, and the other 5 is just sprinkles of facts thrown in for y'all's
It
noggins.
sounded like memes.
Memes. It's right there on the screen too.
I'm not
Stop.
looking at the screen.
Whatever. You should be. And also, just as a reminder for those who partake within the call, try to steer clear of saying names, because that's bad, unless there was consent given. Okay.
I'm not saying your name. I'm saying your gamer name.
Anyway, try to even steer away from that too. We don't need people's accounts attacked. I might even put that in there later on. But as for the channel feeds, both of them, that's why it's plural, y'all can do what you want. It's your asses,
Bofa.
your choices. So, right now we're going to talk about you, Sloth, and is that okay?
Yeah.
Alright. So, we don't need to look at that anymore.
Is there a body for the Cthulhu?
Just,
or only
just by the way, just as another reminder, 95% memes, 5% facts and sprinkles.
Did you say 95%?
Yes, just making sure everybody knows. Anyway, so there's something that's come up recently that bothers the hell out of me. Some people are triggered by Sloth's age/height ratio, and that ain't cool. And we're not gonna say his age. We're not gonna say his age.
You're the banner man.
He can say his age if he wants to. The average height for a male of his age is 5'9". What are you? Now,
Almost 18.
Now, our friendly neighborhood sloth falls a little below this.
Single.
That too. Some people find this fact to be odd or weird when they see him. As for I, what the hell difference does it make? Other than he can Rochambeau you with such ease that you'll be on the floor within a millisecond crying your ass off. Agreement on that? He doesn't know if he can do that. Right. So, alas, I don't find Sloth's height strange. But what I do find discomforting is when someone be demanding you for an anthropomorphic body pillow about 2 months before their birthday. That's odd. I don't care what anybody says. That's kind of strange. No matter even the freaking topic
Penguins.
of discussion on what you want. 2 months? I don't even want to get it in their head, but jeez, some people are uncomfortable with this. Personal preference meets physical traits. You can't even compare the two in an argument on that scale. So, Sloth gets called out for something like this? I just thought that was not cool. It might have been a joke at the time, but seriously, that kind of stuff pisses me off because it's happened more than once with different people. Not with the anthropomorphic body pillow.
A little bit.
Are you kidding me? There's been multiple times?
Wait, when?
That's what I'm wondering. Well, okay. Get that out of your head. Would you say that this type of scenario with the whole pillow thing is a mistreatment in your direction?
I don't like it.
You don't like it. That's pretty much the point I was trying to make. Anyway.
Bad.
So, there you go, our first gripe. Easy peasy, without a scratch. I think. And hope. But anyway, I got one more little one of my own. And that is this common misconception that most people have about my preferences that I believe should be clarified, because I can't believe just how many people are doing this now. It's not one person. I know it might seem like before we're leading up to this one guy. No, this is multiple people not understanding what the meaning of this is. What is up with people thinking I like chunky chicks? I'm a simple man who prefers the thick chicks. Learn the difference. You're fur cucks, okay? Not attacking furries. It just seemed like a cool combo. Plus pillows of anthropomorphic crap.
KKK, Cool Cats Clan.
You're still fur cucks. Anyway. That's my spiel for this segment. Does anyone else have any gripes of the day? Because this is an open topic.
Would have to come up with something.
I can barely let me turn you up.
Stop throwing things out of sight so you think I won't find them. I'll get mad
What are you talking about throwing them out of sight?
Do away the metamorph.
That's a gripe.
What? It's a sword I don't need.
Okay, here's a gripe. Sloth never tells me anything in the game. I tell him everything I get. I tell him everything we're doing. And he just runs off and doesn't tell me anything. He makes armor he doesn't even need. Like, what's up with that? You made it. You didn't even plan on wearing it.
I did.
Did you? And then why didn't you? Why did you just shove it in a chest?
Because you gave me better armor.
The armor you made was already worse than the armor you had before.
Do you have to yell at me?
Yes!
That cut out.
Okay, there's my gripe. I got it up. Soft doesn't tell me anything.
Are you better?
Unless
feel
we're
better now?
gonna, unless we're gonna switch over to the game portion, we can wait till people start coming in and just keep on continuing with our crappy lives.
I love how we talked about this and no one entered.
Nah, I mean, it takes a while. I just wanted to express my feelings about one subject that I felt really need to be, yeah, that one. The thing before was just mostly because I felt like people need to stop doing this to you, man. Even if that last thing was a joke, I just felt like that was way out of proportion, dude. And I wish I could tell these people, you can't even be like that. That's kind of wrong.
There they are.
It's really wrong. But whatever situations people have to deal with on their own. The whole thick situation. You know, I'm gonna freaking explain the difference between thick and chunky because apparently people can't get it through their
10
heads.
gold for a rabbit.
Freaking thick is an hourglass body shape. Okay, this is really freaking weird. Having to talk about this, y'all should know this. I know a lot of people who might be coming up on this. This is aimed mostly at the people who watch my streams, and for people I might have to freaking show the stream because a lot of these people don't even freaking care anymore, even though they're my friends. That's awesome. Anyway, like thick, yeah, thick is like there's a smoothness to it too. Like in the one definition, talking about dude. Chunky ain't smooth. Chunky is fat. Nothing wrong with people having that preference. Although there is something wrong with freaking diabetes, but thick is not that, unless you take it too far. But that's just what I gotta say. I mean, like, it's just freaking memes. But I mean, I don't know. I know I said that was like the only crap I was gonna have. That was a continuation of it. Oh my god. So, wanna play something?
Like what?
No, I just don't know. Cause I could keep going on for this for a couple of hours. I just want to know if this was boring.
Why would you go on for hours?
Cause talk shows do that, and I have so many things I can talk about. Like today, I went into work. Now I didn't really have to, but I did. Real early, 8:30. No.
Wait. You only get $20 a week.
No. I only got $20. This is the kind of job that doesn't pay you on the hours. It's the amount of work you've done, which can be really good in some cases, and to others is unrewarding. I don't care because money is money, and that is a motivation. That's the best motivation I think you can get in a job, unless you're depending on that job for a living. If you're getting this odd job because you want to reach a goal in cash and stuff, like this would be a good side job. This would be another good like part-time job.
Fox, I need a pick.
And so if you do like I do prison mattresses, let me tell the world about this. It's freaking.
Just give me your...
When I first came onto it, I was like, this is the most disgusting thing. Like every single freaking fecal, semen, all this crap, like crack cocaine, stuff has been.
That's why I said I need a pick.
And now some people out there be like, crack cocaine. Why are you complaining if you find crack cocaine? Because it's smothered in semen.
Because
Piss. Do people piss all
I
over
was
these
trying to make a
mattresses?
new one, but I destroyed it.
But now I've gotten past it because I got gloves. But I still have to like hug these things sometimes. Oh my god, it's just.
I need it.
And you can't think about these things on the job. You can't think about it.
I need to go mine.
But these mattresses, imagine this.
Why?
Each of these mattresses is about
Just need
30
meat
pounds. 30 times.
Why are you picking up 30-pound mattresses?
Because that's how heavy they are. These things are thick. Ha ha ha. See what I did there. Anyway.
Pun intended.
Pun intended, 100%. Some of them are actually little, they're cotton ones, and
Make
they're
a
not
shadow
as
pick.
thick, but
I'll make
they're
your
kind of annoying to
shadow
get the case
pick.
on. Like I have to. This is what I gotta do. I usually have to cut open the actual mattress on the like.
I thought
the
you were
casing on the
working at a
mattress.
fucking.
It's upholstery. You do that kind of stuff with upholstery. Well,
I'll
not
give you
normally.
a coach.
Our boss, who's also my neighbor,
It's like his
basic-
son's watching this and we call him a dick.
what? No, he's
What?
awesome. I wouldn't call him a
Oh.
dick. He acts funny sometimes, but even he knows that. But hold on, something is causing issues. Technical. Let me see
Technical
if I can get
issues. This is why you need a Twitter, so people will follow you and they will know when you're live.
If they'll know if I'm live if
Yeah.
they're freaking following me on Twitch.
No.
I don't want Twitter. I tried Twitter, and all I got was all my family being mad at me. No, I'm just kidding.
Why
But
would
I
they
did
be
get a
mad?
bunch of freaking
I
these girls.
don't know how to...
I
These
have
girls
other
at school.
followers, but
This is
most
going
of
off
them
in a whole
don't.
nother thing. These girls at school were like, "Why haven't you responded to my text?" I'm like, "Because you broke your phone and you never gave me your new number." And they're like, "So you're blaming me?" I'm like, "No, I'm. Yes, but no. I mean, like, I'm just telling you how it is. Never do that." Anyway, these girls are just like,
What?
you know what? We had a chance.
Girls
I'm like,
can be
you are dating
hoes.
somebody else. Don't even say that, okay?
Well, again, you had long hair and girls like...
No, this is even after the fact. This is like some of these girls, they'll be coming up to me like in McDonald's and they're like, "Hi Keegan." I'm like,
Want to go
"Hi."
into the bathroom? Check about where?
No, I don't because it's freaking disgusting. It's got roaches. I don't want to go in the bathroom. In McDonald's? What do you got? Although Burger King. Ooh, Burger King's a whole different story. Burger King bathrooms. The cockroaches will be taking a shit with you. They'll be right on the rim. You have to scoot over a bit for them. They ain't no messing around. These are gangster. Gangster cockroaches.
I don't know how to make a
Anyway,
fucking
I've never seen a
shadow
cockroach.
pool.
I think I've said this before.
You don't wanna. It ain't worth it. You are the luckiest man ever. Every night, I go around with a baseball bat sometimes when I'm going to the bathroom. Just from in route to the bathroom. It's weird. This is like all off script right now. Actually. Which is
How
good,
do I make a
but-
shadow
What?
Just oh my god, you need scales, you need shadow scales and shadow war.
I don't have ore.
Bars, Jesus.
Damn, man.
Well, can I say something? Fox is abusive.
How am I abusive? Explain.
You're
please.
going against the disclaimer. You didn't
He
give him
always
consent.
he always yells at me.
You didn't follow it.
You're an idiot.
I'm about to ban you from this. No, I'm just kidding. But you need. Technically, we're off the
Don't
books.
listen.
So
I'm
You don't
sorry.
I'm not. I'm gonna
Consent.
follow the disclaimer. But they
I'm
don't.
sorry, Dad.
You better be. You have too many dads. Can I just say?
There's some demonite ore in the chest on it.
I could be. I could call Fox my dad, and people would probably think that because of how my voice sounds on this shit.
I remember
People
when
said
you
I'm
had
sound
Voxel
horrible
for a
on
bit,
CS:GO.
dude. You sound like. You sound like. Ian's.
John.
Oh shit! I said no names.
Nah, I'm gonna
I
go
need to
my
get used to
meteor
my
right-
own rules. Shit. Anyway, there's this kid. Whatever. Get past that point. Alright. So,
Wait, I have a vampire mask?
Yeah.
I'll put a Twitter up later. I just don't see many people being like, hey.
Nobody follow me on Twitter. You won't agree with me.
Yeah, it's politics because it's a faggot.
Oh.
That is an invisible bunny.
Unless you do check it out and agree with me, then follow me and give me your input. 'cause like
I can
discuss-
agree
Do
with
you-
like Canadian
talk about
politics
Trump?
stuff.
Do I
Talking
talk
about Trump is too difficult these days to get actually
Because if you talk with Trump, I'm not.
correct when you're talking to other people. You can, of course,
You can't-
it's
can't
easy to
discuss
figure out the
Trump.
truth. The truth
No,
between the lies
this
and the fake
my
news.
friend. One of my friends said he likes Trump, and literally everyone wanted to gang up on his ass.
Now, you shouldn't gang up on people for the preference of that because it's like Okay, well that's their choice. Now Trump is not
Why
the most
did you
likely
flatten the
candidate
desert?
for
Because I needed sand.
president ever, but
Now there's
he's what we
fucking
got,
bugs
and,
following me.
you
The
know,
bugs that should be in the sand
nothing
are on the
too
ground.
bad is
maybe
happened
if some people
yet.
stopped being stupid and stopped being corrupt.
Then again, that one thing
I
he
know.
said,
I love being
the
corrupt.
one thing he said, a lot of people are saying was kind of true, but this is kind of issue I have. He said to a
Hillary.
dead soldier's
Hillary.
family, this one kid who was like commemorating and whatever, he was being like, I'm sorry for your loss, but he knew what he was getting into.
Oh yeah, I heard
But I'm
about
sorry for your
that.
loss, and people are flipping out over it. I don't really want to talk about that because I don't want to get into the whole political
Well,
biz. So many
again,
other people
he's
do that already.
he's right there. He's right, but again, that's not something you should say.
It's not considerate to the family in my mind. I don't know if I'm using more words. You see, I have to tread lightly
Real
when I'm
words.
going upon this because I have the basic knowledge of politics. Like, I'll go toward whatever I think, or no, whatever I know is, you know, gonna work. Like, what is the best choices
Oh,
for
the
our
other
country
kid with the pumped up
in the eyes of the
kicks.
people? Because the people were really kind of determined. The public, but you know.
The people might think something, but nothing's gonna happen if the government doesn't.
Exactly. But I love
That's something my mom. I can't get through to my mom. She thinks if the people change their mind, then it's gonna be okay. Well, try telling that to the people starving the Soviet Union.
Try telling her that I'm not a fucking 20-year-old.
I did, and she
Or
believes
furry.
me now after seeing the video, but she
Even
still
though
doesn't get it.
your name is Slime.
That I can stay up till like fucking 4 in
Don't
the
make
morning.
me send you the video of why my name's my name.
Can we actually talk about something about furries just to get it off the chest? I want to say something. I have many people now coming to me for recent things because shit has been spread that, you know, I'm hateful to every furry ever because I don't agree or I'm not comfortable with it.
The suits
That-
are too much. That's it.
That's not. Well, yeah, that's a thing too.
No,
I'm just saying that's it for me. That's the only gripe I have with them. That
Oh,
this
you mean
Good
like a
to have.
YouTube
It's like,
video
you
how
know,
to explain how to
Okay,
get with your
y'all
son's
can
a
do
furry?
that. Y'all can do that as long as you're not hurting anybody. Y'all can do that. This shit's been said all the time, but this is what I have. This is me trying to, you know, come out about it. It's like,
Fox, if your son was a furry, would you kill him?
whoa.
No, Jesus Christ.
He just said the only gripe he had was the suits. He would probably kill him
I
if
would
they
never-
freaking
I would
paid too
never-
much for this.
I would never fund him for the suit. No, though.
Yeah, you
Or
gotta get
her.
some-
There can be female furries out there.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
it's weird that a man is.
Hashtag not off.
How's it weird this is a whole new thing? Why is it just weird that a man is?
Because it's weird.
So only girls can be
different.
furries. Is that what you're saying? You misogynistic.
It's weird. It's weirder for dudes.
How? What
Because
is
dudes will like
difference?
fucking anthropomorphics with dicks.
So would.
I just think you like
Do you think all females are pure beings that
Hell
don't
no.
watch porn?
They're
Then don't
sluts.
make it sound that way.
No, they're sluts.
Oh my god. Watch what you are saying, boy. I gotta add more
Why?
into this
Because-
goddamn
because-
disclaimer
because
anyway.
Because they're
Why?
Hey.
Not everybody.
Shut up. Anyway. So basically it's just like people ask me why am I uncomfortable with furries. I feel like most of it was
Ow!
basically when I was being introduced to the whole idea through school and stuff,
Oh,
like
God,
everybody,
no,
like, there was a
no,
whole
no.
bunch of people in school doing it. And it's not just one person. I know there's this one guy who wants to attack me right now. I know he wants to. And it's not just you, dude. It was a lot of people who wanted me to become a furry.
Fuck!
And I'm like, the first uncomfortable thing was like they're trying too hard to make me become one. So I decided to be like, you know what, I'm gonna pass for now.
Can't
Not that I
force
was
them.
really ever gonna do it, and the reason why, because
Jack
it just
Remorse.
looks the suits are what put me out. They look weird.
I
Like
just
they
saw
don't
your
even.
furry name, Jack Remorse.
No. No.
That came to
Fuck.
my mind just now.
Shut up.
Fuck.
Like, the suits are just like they're too like. I don't want to say unrealistic, but they have this certain style about them where it's like, I guess it's like to make it comfortable to wear or something, or like so they can see out of it. It's just like, have you ever had those? It's not really childhood fear, but you ever just like distrust people who are wearing like Mickey Mouse suits or like Chuck E. Cheese suits?
I just trust anybody who's hiding their face behind something.
Well, I like masks. but I
What, so
don't
you
like,
think
like-
everybody in fucking Disney World's a person?
I don't.
No,
I
I'm just
don't-
saying. It's just like
I don't like
there's
clowns.
this
because they have
weird uncanniness.
Neither
about
do
it.
I.
I'm
Who
not like
likes
overly
clowns?
scared. Like if a guy in a furry suit walked up to me, I would not be like, "Oh my god!" and freeze up and wanna just hide.
Aw.
I'd be like,
There was a
"What are
there's
you
a
doing
pick in
in
one of these
there?
chats, you
Are you
idiot.
smiling?
What kind?
What are you
Shadow.
doing?"
Well, you should
But
have
that's not
made
all,
me one
that's
of the
not
ones
all.
you have.
It's
I'm
like-
gonna go get something to eat before fuck yells at me.
The deviant behavior. Now, the whole fan, collections that are going through. This is, everything has this kind of stuff. Rule 32 or whatever. That's the right rule, right?
You're talking about all the art stuff.
Yeah, all this art, posted on the web. Like, it can get to the point where it's so vulgar and just so, like, trying too hard sometimes. But, like, that's everything. But that was another output for me just because the whole anthropomorphic stuff, like, I've never really, wanted to look at that. This is stuff that was, like, forced upon me. Kind of stuff. Like, there was actually one point I was held down to a floor, but that was Boy Scouts. That was a whole different thing. But, and it's just like, none of that stuff is cool in any genre, but that's another thing. Furries love, a lot of furries, not all furries, because trigger warning, not all furries do it for the deviant side, but a lot of these furries that are doing it, it's just like, it's their passion, and if you don't accept it, then you're below. I'm like, why? I don't
I found
exactly care. There was a while there where I had to go along with it. I'm like, oh yeah, I could go in with this stuff, but now I'm like, I can't even.
Where the hell is my phone?
I don't even want to think about it. Like, I think, yeah, but basically the biggest thing is when people are like, what do you have against furries? It's just that I've been pushed way too much to try to be,
Oh, there's my phone.
and I don't want to.
It's
anymore.
just like what do I have against feminists? It's because all my fucking life when I was younger, it's like you gotta be this or you're immoral. Fuck off, with your
Exactly.
moral busybodying.
And somebody, I told them the same thing one time. This one dude, who was a friend of Craig's, I think. I told them the same thing, and they're like, "I'm so sorry, dude. I'm sorry to hear that." I'm like, "There's nothing to be sorry about. Nothing was lost. Nothing was gained." And he's like, "I think if you really tried, you'll enjoy it." I'm like, I do agree with the whole concept of don't knock it till you try it. Now, I'm not going to go too far to say, oh, I wanted a suit, I want to try a suit, I want to wear a tail. My sister has a tail for this one costume. It's just a makeshift tail, it isn't really a tail. For this one Halloween costume she had. Now that's just saying, like, I could have worn it. Nope. Never did. People are going to start thinking now. They're going to be like, Dak wore a tail. No, I didn't. I mean, you can think what you want, but that's not what happened. Anyway. So the farthest thing I tried is just like I clicked on these pictures that people were sending me and stuff, and I was looking at them like, okay, and then I just got deep, and I was like, no, it's bad. As soon as it got to the nude stuff, I was like, nope. This is a Christian channel now, but freaking, nah, I don't do that. Did my parents ever see this? My dad. I did not do that. Half of the stuff was strict on me. I'm not even like the people who used to do it vigorously. I'm not even friends with them anymore. I blocked them. So I did good service. Anyway. I should probably mention that first because if they watch that, all that now, they're probably like, our son is a slut. Get him out of here. Nah, but seriously, no. I don't even do that with I don't even do freaking porn. I know. The world just got shocked. Like, I don't need that. Y'all noobs, get escalated. Come to a higher level where all you have to do is think about anime chicks. Just a meme. Don't worry about that. Anyway.
Ah, what the fuck? Why I crash?
I'm not even like a big anime person either. I like the older stuff. That's another thing. Oh my god.
I love anime.
Anime.
Well, I don't watch it a lot, but I like it.
I haven't watched.
Let's
any
talk about
vlogs
Sloth
because
and his
I've been too
affliction
stupid
with
about it.
Elven Lied.
Shut up! It's. I forgot about that. It's not fucking motherfucker. Get off ass.
Robot.
I'm not
How-
into the anime for the boobs.
Although, let's all agree. If when you were watching it, you were thinking to yourself, this ain't bad.
No!
So you're gay.
I watch it. No.
Nothing
no,
wrong
no,
with
no.
that either.
I
What are you
watch
talking about now?
anime. No, I watch fucking anime. I watch. My main preference for anime is romance. Nothing else.
My point has been proven. God, my mic is passing out.
Not breasts or anything. You
Okay, whatever. It's
psychotic
fine.
hoe.
I'm sorry. Can we make up? Not with
Why do I
makeup.
have a fuck?
Whatever.
Oh, I killed Pinky.
My thing about anime,
Oh, you did.
I don't know
like
when.
anime.
Invite me.
I like certain
Oh,
people's anime. What I mean, certain artists, like Satoshi Kon, Hayao Miyazaki. Oh yes, I know, such a popular one. But I do. You can't just be like.
What is
When
that?
you look at Hayao Miyazaki, Studio Ghibli, I might butcher that
Those
name.
are the people who made fucking.
Totoro, Spirited Away. One of my actually favorite
I know.
movies.
I've never watched them.
Princess Mononoke. Oh my god, those are considered art. A lot of people might just cringe at that. Anime art? What? Yeah, no, like you have to. If you
Wait,
look at that,
who says anime isn't art?
some
who says
people like
that?
if you say the word anime and
Because
art
they,
together,
'cause they obviously
autom-
don't know
there's
what
a
art
distrust.
even is.
There's an automatic hate. But if you were to look at a piece of scenery that he has drawn without any indication that was anime, you'd be like, "Wow, that is some good art." It makes me mad that some people can't see that. But you know, it's not even like traditional anime. He has his own style. Satoshi Kon. I want to talk about Satoshi Kon. This man
I don't have any of my stuff ready.
inspired.
King. Oh my god!
Are you done? Are you done? Freaking scream.
Oh.
Anyway, he inspired Darren Aronofsky. Most of Darren Aronofsky's films were a homage to Satoshi Kon's work. Satoshi Kon did movies such as Perfect Blue, later got adapted into actually two different movies. One scene straight out of Perfect Blue, and I'll explain Perfect Blue, was put into the well-known film, at least well-known for its soundtrack. A lot of people use its soundtrack.
I'm dead.
Requiem
dead.
for a Dream about
Dead.
drug abuse. One scene, bathtub scene, was a bathtub scene, and was like frame for frame, pretty much the same scene from this anime Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue being about this pop singer
Hey,
who's coming out, she's
Tuesday.
coming big in the world. And then this movie producer's like, we want you to be in a movie, we want to
And
your
you saw
actor
my shit.
debut. And she's like, okay, but she's slowly going insane. First it starts with the paranoia.
You're a faggot. I saw you go back for it and pick it up.
You're so
Go.
mean. Anyway, so she's trying to become an actress, and she's already paranoid because she's never really been an actress. Then everything changes when okay. Spoiler alert for everything I'm gonna say about Satoshi Kon's work. Sorry,
never
I
gonna
forgot.
watch it.
Goddamn. Anyway, Satoshi's Kon, like, really good stuff. Go watch his movies right now. All his movies. I'd recommend Paprika, Perfect
No.
Blue, Tokyo Godfather. Those are the best. And if you don't like movies and you like series, his best, I think, only series, was Paranoia Agent. That's really good. Really weird mind fucking kind of stuff.
What this is?
Better watch it for
Slap
fan.
gun.
Anyway,
That's
Um,
retarded. How much damage does
Perfect
it
Blue.
do?
so
Harmless.
she had to do a rape scene. This girl, Nima, I think is her name. She had to do a rape scene, and then she went insane from there. Like she thought her agent was out to get her and stuff. And then a lot what more people know about, like, there's two sides to this really, or the miraculous third, or both people know what both of the movies is. And the other movie is Black Swan. A lot of people either know Black Swan, and then when people say it's just like
That's an
Perfect Blue,
anime? I thought that was a fucking just movie.
No. Black Swan is based off Perfect Blue.
Ow.
Anybody who says Darren Aronofsky, I don't know if he's ever actually come out and said, yes, this is a direct adaptation, but you can so blatantly see even like screen cues, scene setups, everything. So already here's the major similarity between both of these movies. Main character in Perfect Blue, the anime, and this was in like the 90s, and Black Swan.
I love how
like
when people are
2000s.
gonna join, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Whatever, that's their fault. They can go back and watch it. In Perfect Blue, her name is Mima. In Black Swan, her name is Nina, played by oh damn, I knew her name. Girl who was the main character in V for Vendetta is
Hello.
the
What?
one girl in Pirates of the
headset
Caribbean.
fell
I
out.
can't remember her name because I haven't watched those in forever. I know it's bad.
Oh my god!
She played Nina, and this is in America, so Perfect Blue is in like Tokyo. This is Black Swan's New York. And instead, Nina is a ballerina, and she's getting ready for the biggest role that you can get as a ballerina, being both the White Swan and the Black Swan in Swan Lake. And the movie, while staying true to
Swans!
Perfect Blue, was really showing
Ow!
how a ballerina goes through such hardships, especially with a huge role like this, and how this certain
Oh
ballerina
shit.
goes insane as well, just like Nina. Not with the whole rape thing, but there is like sexual stuff that goes on. And one thing I want to say
God.
without talking too much about the stories of either, the one thing that I love the most about the visuals in both
Fuck,
movies
can you drop some blocks?
was how the reflection of both
down the
characters
hole?
in mirrors manipulated so well, and it was just a
Fucking hole to
creepy
hell.
thing.
Like drop 99.
Like- How to describe it is like, character was looking in the mirror,
a stack.
and then the reflection
No.
did something else, and it was
Please,
like,
I'm trying. I'm
and like it's
sitting.
been done
I'm
before,
think
but
I
like, it was
leveling it
so
out.
freaking like creepy.
Didn't
in
draw me
both
as
of
many
these
blocks
movies.
now.
Another movie that got adaptized from Satoshi Kon to Darren Aronofsky was Inception, and Inception used to be the movie Paprika. Well, not really. There's a bunch of similarities as well as visual similarities, such as a piece of glass shattering into a street, a hallway being manipulated,
You left.
basic things,
Yeah, I'm done with gaming.
dream things attacking people. The only real two similarities
playing?
between these movies, actually, Inception was supposed to be a live-action Paprika, but same thing that happened with Black Swan is the rights never got through.
Keegan, you got cross out, right?
No.
Fuck.
Anyway, Paprika is about people who go into people's dreams with this one machine, and then somebody's hacking machines to try to manipulate dreams into the real world. And then Inception
I'll
is
invite
about
you.
people going using machines to get in dreams to steal information and plant an idea to whatever. If you watch both these movies, they're different movies, but you can see
I need a friend
where
you.
where Inception got from Paprika. I think that's about as far as like most of the inspiration goes for Darren Aronofsky. But Soko, oh wow, it was a good movie. Love that movie. Oh shit, and like I like binge watched Paranoia Agent. It just got weirder and weirder and weirder. I don't really want to talk about that one because like I'll go into a tangent because it's too much to describe. I'll just go with the basis of it's about people getting into this anti-hero ick kind of kid on skates with a baseball bat who goes around hitting people. It's kind
Skeet.
of, it's like weird. It's really good though. As far as anime goes, the only other real animes I like is Ghost in the Shell for its art and pure inspiration to The Matrix, which was actually the pitch for The Matrix, along with, I believe, a little bit of Akira. People want to say
How do I
Akira.
fucking invite you?
I wanted to,
Or friend you?
I don't even know. But people say, like, without Akira, there would be no Matrix. I'm like, I thought without Ghost in the Shell, there would be no Matrix. I don't know. Whatever. But that was a really good story, too. Very good visuals. First
I
movie,
invite
everything
you.
else after that
Or
kind of.
friend you.
Even the Scarlett Johansson one was actually kind of. Everybody says whitewashing. Look past it. They're freaking robots. I know it's not really an excuse, but whatever. There's excuses out there that people have. But yeah, the first movie's like the best.
Wasn't it the? Wasn't the original creator of that anime not like he would have been upset if it was Asian?
For Ghost in the
playing it?
Shell, if like they did
Yeah.
Asian.
Yeah, didn't he say he'd be upset if they did use Asian?
I heard something about that, but I didn't think it was true. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm not gonna say that's what happened because I don't have.
I'm pretty sure it's true.
But I know there was a.
if you don't have, I'll say it's true. You don't have to. If you
Eh.
say you don't, you're skeptical.
I can believe that because
people can decide.
how they were actually portrayed in the anime, they didn't exactly. There was a few characters after the first movie because after the first movie, like more people started getting involved, and of course more Asian-ish stuff started getting in. But if you looked at the Matrix and Bako, they kind of looked like they could have been part of really any like a certain few, but like either like Caucasian or Asian or you know. They didn't really have too many features to really differ them at all. I mean, Bako, you couldn't really even tell because his eyes were freaking little, were like little glass
If me something,
circles.
God!
It was like, you couldn't even tell. And I guess, so other animes, now these are like really my only favorite animes.
But
Every other anime
That's
like,
some shit.
gets too weird, gets too hentai. No, that's not true, but well, sometimes. But it gets too. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't even know. It's
Please.
different. It's
What
too
the
mainstream
fuck?
Japanese or something. I don't know.
Do I want an
Um,
explosive spear?
General the Wolf Brigade was a really good anime because the story felt like it wasn't oversaturated. It felt like I was watching
Shit.
like an old movie. No. What? No. It felt like I was watching. It felt actually like more like I was reading a book and I was visualizing everything and I could follow it real well. And the actual physical attributes of the characters looked realistic. It wasn't like these huge eyes, which Japanese animators really got from, I think, from Walt Disney and stuff, and Looney Tunes and Warner Bros. Because
We're loony
Uh,
and toony.
the big eyes was a way to express emotion better. And with General the Wolf Brigade, they made the people look like real people and stuff. I'm like, I love that aspect. I just love all the weapons and stuff. I'm not a Nazi. Like, I'm saying that because if you watch that movie and you're like, oh, so you like all these Nazi weapons and stuff. I know there was like a PPSH in there somewhere. That's Russian. I'm like, just freaking awesome how they actually represented that on the screen. Oh my god, I almost broke.
if you know you're not a Nazi and somebody calls you a Nazi, they're most likely a communist or a Marxist of some sort.
I'll sometimes joke around saying
No matter how much I like the communist persona, I hate communism.
the persona's funny, but other than that, that's about it.
But in real
So
life,
wait.
it gets my blood boiling.
So
I
wait,
can't
if someone
let
calls
that
you,
shit.
so wait, if someone calls you a Nazi, does that mean they're a Nazi or not?
No, that means they're a communist, or at least Marxist.
Or a capitalist.
No,
I got
I
you.
doubt they're a Catholic. If they say that, I doubt they're a Catholic.
Or just a white.
How the fuck do I friend you?
I don't know.
I almost
up my name.
split. There's a little split on my cord.
Eat a fox.
Hope that doesn't develop. I might tape it. It's like literally just about 1/2 and like not even like an
There we
no,
go.
it's like
What? Wow, that actually worked.
that scares me.
Invite a
I
group.
don't want to repay for this mic. I wonder if I could get repaired. Nah.
Okay, I need to get some materials, so
Yeah.
we're gonna do a little mission. Or we're gonna do some things.
I had another. Let's see what was it. Oh,
Just-
communism. Let's talk about some. It's not. I just said.
Let me just say one thing.
Alright.
I was extremely happy when, or glad when the United States classified Antifa as a terrorist organization. That made my day.
I mean, if they do these crimes and shit, yeah, then yeah.
And I want the Canadian government and all the European governments to follow suit, but they're probably not.
Okay, yeah.
Everything is becoming false.
Everything is a
Follow-
sin.
Follows.
I want to know how. I just want to know how many. What if? I'll get back to what I was saying later, but like about communism. What if we figured out? What if there was a leak on every single white flag operation from every government? What would the public do? What do you think the public would do? That's probably
Bitch.
theorized.
Bitch.
I don't think, like, I can understand there'd probably be a lot of wanting reform changes, but other
yeah.
than that, I think things would run specifically as normal. Just think, because like you may think a lot of times you may think like when something's gonna come out, it's gonna be a big controversy. Things are gonna get really riled up, but in the end, nothing really happens, and few changes happen.
Think about the
and that's
only
really what I
thing,
think.
and as a warning, as a little another disclaimer, for all those lost, I'm not trying to pick at anything here, really. I'm not making a meme, I'm not making a joke about this. I do not joke about this. I'm gonna just say warning. I'm gonna talk a little bit about 9/11. Not much at all. And I was in the state when 9/11 happened. I was just a little kid, but like it was horrible, of course. But what I want to say is, absolutely, I can't even begin to say there was a conspiracy. I can't be like one of those people who's like, the only thing I kind of think was odd was.
Oh, did you hear the conspiracy that there weren't even any planes? There were rockets.
Yeah, I've heard so many things, but the only one I question, like, I'm about to go back on my words a little bit, but the only thing I question a little bit was like the use of demolitions, because a lot of things were said, and if you look at it in Building 7, I think it was, I can't say what it was, but it was definitely strange. It was definitely, like, this wasn't caused by the planes, as far as I can see from an observational standpoint. But I'm not saying there wasn't any planes. I'm not saying, what happened didn't happen, what people saying is happening, but like there's something strange about some aspects. I want to get away from that. What I'm saying is, I think if people figured out that was a false flag, not saying it is at all, not even saying I would have proof to that, but I'm just saying if people figured out that, I think there would be a lot of, at least some riot like this. There would be some dysfunctional stuff going on the streets. I just remember the amount of people when people started coming out about these conspiracies, just how pissed off so many people were. Understandable.
Rocks out.
All I'm saying is, until the generation that witnessed 9/11, until these generations and like a few more pass, I think is until like America can really start like.
Can catch
looking
me,
back up.
motherfucker!
This is a very sad time for America, but we can't really say much about because we don't have too much experience with it. But as much as we can, but I want to get over that. It's too touchy.
Let me just say one thing. My opinion on 9/11 is that it happened how it said it happened, except the government knew something about it, but they didn't know what it was, but they didn't put any implications to stop it. That's my opinion.
Yeah, something like that.
Motherfuckers! Ah!
This
more
is the point
point.
in the video. This is the point in the stream. Where
Fuck
I'm
you,
like,
damn.
I have stuff to talk about, but I don't know what to talk about.
I don't have spikes. I need spikes.
I think I'm trying to get as much stuff just off my chest before I really get into this.
Oh
So
god, we're
when I
gonna die!
If people truly care, like,
We're gonna die!
if people truly care, I want them to tell it to me straight up as much as I can, so I can be like,
We're gonna
okay, I see
die!
how people want it. I said for some people I will argue with that. I always like debate stuff, except in school. Here's
Damn it!
a crap I want to do that. I love doing debates on subjects I know. Of course, everybody does. But in school, we had these debates.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, it would be about things that half of the debate wouldn't care about, and the other were like, I can't believe you don't know this. I can't. And like, we had to like speak up. Our teacher was like, you'll get points, and you'll have an opportunity to not do the next test. If you speak up and do something, you'll get extra points and grade. I'm like, everything up to the point where like, okay, I can probably, work harder on the test. Then she brings the grade, and you'll get extra points and the grade. I'm like, whoa, lady, yep, that's our life right there. That's what?
The start of grade 12 English, we had to do debates. And one of the debates were about racism and feminism.
Now there's
Fucking
a hot
hell. And of course, I'm just lucky that the group I got paired up with, I was why shouldn't be a feminist. Well, it was supposed to be why men shouldn't be feminists, so we turned it into something else because that was just a stupid argument.
Because we would run out of doors.
And so I'm just lucky that on my team there's somebody else who agreed with me, and it wasn't like me with my actual opinions and but yeah, but the argument went to shit because I expected them to know something about what Nazis were, and I expected them to know something about the situation in the Middle East. I shouldn't have expected that from them. So since I brought up, they just started laughing as if I was an idiot. I'm just like, I don't fucking know half the shit I'm talking about.
Yeah, I feel it.
You have a retarded female leader.
Huh?
What?
I love how Canada is a female.
What? No. What?
Justin Trudeau may be very feminine, but he's
the
not.
governor.
What are you?
What?
What? Are you okay?
Both, are you on some shit?
Did you?
I
get
don't
slipped?
know. No, I don't.
What?
You know who Justin Trudeau is? Probably not. You don't know anything because you're American. Meh.
She's a female.
Stereotypes.
No. Wait. I am now confused.
So am I. Like, you have females in government too. We have females in government, but our leader is not female. It's a male who annoyingly calls himself a feminist.
Yep. He's gonna fine tune now.
Because he loves to get his ass beat.
Shut up.
I
He said
like-
politics
He's a
today.
professional boxer. Our prime minister is a professional boxer.
You know what I want to
It's
talk
right up-
about? Since you said, I already said something about not
You
Speedy Brother.
you want to gunfight him?
This whole thing about the Call of Duty thing. Somebody responded to something I said
Yay!
on Steam. This wasn't on YouTube or something. Otherwise, I would bring that back up, like with proof and stuff. Like, this was in a chat, so I couldn't. It wasn't like a recorder or anything. They were just like, I was kind of, griping about, like. At first, I was like, okay, whatever. The whole like female African American zombie thing in the multiplayer, blah blah blah. And I was watching because, it's not portrayable. It's not realistic. It's not accurate. And at
They
first,
asked for representation. They got representation.
I mean, I guess I got there's a lot of problems with the World War II game now, but whatever. At first, I was kind of just like, you know what? I'm not really gonna buy the game until it gets cheap anyway. If I'm gonna buy it, I used to actually like go out and like pre-order, but now I'm like, Call of Duty's failing. Everybody kind of knows it, but you know, and it's everything started to get at
I
me
am doing something
when.
wonderful.
At first, it was YouTubers like, I don't understand why people are crying over this. I'm like, we're not crying. We have a point to make. Even then, I was kind of just like, whatever, dude, that's your thing. But and then like and then this one dude started coming up to me too. He's like, he's like, you're gonna get the new Call of Duty. I'm like, I don't know, the whole representation, da 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 da. And he's like, what's wrong with it? I'm like, well, I mean, they're not portraying the Nazis as the Nazis. And they're like, oh, you want them to be the Nazis and stuff? I'm like, yeah, because they're the Nazis. You're supposed to portray them historically accurately so we can get a good understanding. Wolfenstein's doing it correctly. Oh, people are getting triggered about that too, but the wrong people are getting triggered. People are like, oh, you're bringing Trump politics into this with the whole new Make America Nazi Free Again thing. It's a pun to that. But
They actually say that.
yeah, but like that's pretty legit because the game series has always been about what? I want to hear your answer, Slot. What's the game series always been about? What's Wolfenstein always been about?
Quiet when I speak.
What?
But
Can you shut my door?
I didn't know it was about shutting doors.
Shut my door.
Anyway, it's about killing Nazis. I don't know. People already talked about that.
Why does it? I've always.
I just found it. I found it stupid that they politics is such a non-political game.
As a what?
It's just I don't get. Stop bringing politics in your games and let people play games.
Oh no! I mean, they're not really trying to bring the whole politic thing in. They're just like, you know.
They did.
I guess they.
And don't do it again.
I guess they.
Like, I really don't care. I barely even heard about it until I heard some people saying that I was complaining about it. It's like, what? I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm just like, they're trying to, you know, make it funny and stuff, and like, it gets it. But then they're like, oh, so the political, the whole Trump's the Nazis. Oh no, it's just. Whatever. Let's get off that. That's just something that I'm like right now.
Damn
like, really? Oh no. The biggest issue is people have told me, and this is also to the Call of Duty thing. This relates when I'm talking about that whole Nazi thing. It's like you're supposed to accurately represent a historical figure so you can get a good understanding of what happened, and so we don't repeat this kind of stuff. They're like, oh, so you're being racist because you want Nazis? I'm like, no. They're putting the Nazis in the game. I want them to make them how they actually were so that these people know. And I'm just like, oh my god, like for a little bit there my parents were like, oh, you're buying Wolfenstein. I'm like, yeah, what's wrong with that? And they're like, you're such a little Nazi. We got a little Nazi. Oh, we're gonna have to hide him. He wants to lynch people. I'm like,
Wait, who said
you realize
that?
the game's about killing Nazis, right? Being a true American and fighting, you know, the war
Wait,
machine
who said this?
imperialism. My ma. She didn't really say it like that, but like there was this moment there because of this thing that happened. I'm not blaming Craig. I know I said don't mention names, but this is more of something that
I
happened
thought he was
with
an
him.
anti-Nazi.
His situation is like I don't know with that. I haven't really talked with him on that. He'll meme a lot about it because people usually know him as the school Nazi because of stuff. We're not gonna go into that because that's his thing. But there was one thing where like I was in a chat and somebody posted a song, but the chat just so happened to be like changed to the Nazi party. My mom saw this and she's like, great, our son's a Nazi now. This looks so bad. You know how many people would fire you right now? I'm like, I didn't know, so I had to leave that and stuff, but this was overnight. I was asleep. What was I supposed to do? Why are you on my phone in the morning? She thinks anything that comes up on the screen, you're allowed to look at. I'm like, no. But no, yeah. Gotta be more careful.
What?
I finally. I really.
I'm gonna change the freaking song. I meant to change it at the last loop, but I think I missed it.
Are you Are you in my group?
Yes.
Go.
Anyway. How is this upbeat? Yeah, whatever. So, one thing that sort of bothers me. I don't even know if she's. Is it worth it?
So awesome.
Is it worth it? I will say, this is not really great. This is just a I'll say this in a couple other videos because I have this feeling that a certain person is watching. Usually they never watch it because.
Can you even shoot behind you?
But I just want to say I'm still working on this one story. I haven't been able to work on it in a couple days because I'm doing job-related stuff at home. If you don't understand that and you're mad at me for that, I can't even begin to comprehend. Like,
Oh
you're not
god, I'm
easy to
gonna
contact right now.
die.
For one, two. I mean, come on. I'm still doing it. I just have life to do. I'm getting back to work on it. Though. If you want to know where I'm at, I was like almost
In
finishing
hell.
up the 3rd chapter, but I had to redo it because my internet died and my computer like died. So I'm redoing
Oh, he has
it
not
now.
asked about his story.
Hmm?
He has not asked about his story.
Really? Either he has faith or he's forgotten. Doesn't want me to do it anymore. If he doesn't want me to do it anymore,
Oh god,
that'd be nice to
I'm gonna
know,
die.
so I can, you know, not do it. There's this whole thing about like faith and trusting and blah blah blah. And at this
And
point,
Wolf has none of that.
I was actually talking about myself. But
Wow.
whatever. No names, dude. Come on, man. Freaking. There's this whole thing where he's basically. I'm trying to write this story for this dude, and right now I'm back into it. I'm actually like kind of hyped and stuff. At the beginning, it was going real great until he, and understandably, you know, was questioning about it. I'm like, can we finish it? It's the first draft. He's like, no, we write the whole thing. I'm like, I'm gonna have to write it anyway. Can we? He's like, no. But things went on, and I don't know. I just feel like, you know, at this point, if he doesn't want me to write it, okay. But there's this overlying thing where I feel like it's like gonna be ruining my name for future things if he kicks me off. He's like, I got you on my leash, and he said this a couple times. I'm like, no, and like, I think that might be one issue he's having right now because I like defied this at one point because I was like, dude, you said I can do it on my own time, so I'm doing it on my own time. I'm trying to do it as much as I can too, but there's this whole worry that I have about, like, he's gonna go out to people and be like, don't trust him, guys. He's not gonna write your thing.
Well, if he does that, he's retarded.
I've had this happen so many times too. I've been faulty for dragging a few people's names in the mud in the past, and I realized the mistake I've had. Mostly because I was upfront because they were like getting on my shit about stuff, but I don't really want to do that anymore because it's horrible. It never leaves you, and I feel like for this person, if he does it to me, it'll just be like, haha, you should have just wrote my story. And I'm writing your story, but you should have done it how I wanted. You should have done it better. Or something. Even though he doesn't exactly have it all there, but whatever. I really want to finish. I really want his dream to come true. He wants to become big. He wants to become famous. Wants to get out there. I told him that the odds are not going to come as fast as he thinks, but I really do want to work on it more together. I just gotta wait till he gets back from this hell he's going through. I still think that cutting one's hair is not changing too much, but whatever. But at this point, I feel like we've gone on for so long for a segment that's really just supposed to be a segment. This was a debut, so I guess it's a pilot. But I'm gonna try to fit this in, like squeeze it in to loose streams where I'm just playing chill games. I'll switch the topic over and do this. I do want to do this like every day, as the name implies. And trust me, I'll have many things to say. I want to get more people involved. Should we start wrapping this up? Do you guys want to play something together?
As Fox, what I've always suggested he doesn't want.
No, that's fine. I mean, like, I don't have to play games if I don't. And like, I'm chill.
Fox, Keegan wants to play with us.
No, hold on. I would like that, but if you guys are playing something and you're doing something, you keep doing it.
Play what though?
I don't know. That's just it.
Like, give me an idea on what we can play.
No, like, see, that's where Sloth, you took it out of proportion. I'm just saying, if you guys want to play something together, I'm willing to do so. But if you're like, you don't know what to play,
I'm willing.
doing what
I
you're
just
doing.
want to know what game we want to play.
I don't know. I'm just.
War Thunder.
Tell the truth, Gmod.
I have it.
You have it?
I have Gmod.
Does it work out?
Is it gonna be a custom map? You have to download shit, and it's gonna take a fuck long
I'm just
time.
gonna
I'm
have-
gonna end up falling asleep.
No, I'm just gonna have some gun packs that are basic for all servers, so we can shoot stuff. But I want to try to actually host a server.
I thought it was gonna be like, hey, let's go play prop hunt on a server, but no, I guess not.
No. This is my idea. This is a public announcement. Listen up, everybody. I'm gonna start a new sandbox server for Gmod. I want people to join. You can do whatever you want, except for freaking, stuff that's gonna freaking crash the server because they're gonna ban for that shit.
Why can't we just play prop hunt?
We'll play prop hunt then.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me wrap up this first edition of Dex Daily Disorder. I think it'll gain traction. And once it starts getting traction, I want to get more people involved. I want to get calls in Discord. I want to get outsiders involved. I want to get Buddhism hotline stats. I think I put mature content on, so I think we're good. Yeah. That will be the future. I foresee it, guys. I want to get this one dude involved. I want to get Stevie involved. That's not his real name, but people don't. You saw it. I want to get Steve involved because he loves this shit. And he loves talk show stuff, but he's never really done it himself, I think. Or that's not true. He's done it in games, but I don't think he's ever recorded. And yeah, this is fun. I like it.
India.
We'll get more topics. We'll get more stuff. We'll get hype.
It's
really hard to do it late at night. I want to do this one day. But for official wrap up here, I have a message. So, this is the conclusion of our first edition, of course, of Daily Disorder with your host, Dak. This is a segment brought to you by Nitrous Technology. Venting is okay if it keeps you living.
And Fox. I mean, not Fox, shit, Sloth.
So, signing off. Thank you, future viewers.